I have a bachelor's in business management. I have a master's in public administration, and I have a law degree.
What's the longest relationship you've been in?
Maybe 2 years, but I chose to do the single thing for most of my 20s.
Okay, hold on. Let me back you up. Okay. How tall are you?
5'9".
Dress size?
16.
You didn't choose to be single?
I'm sorry?
You see, this is the lie women tell themselves, and they want all men to believe it. And it blows my mind that women have that little amount of respect for men who are logical thinkers for us to actually believe the bullshit that's coming out of their mouth. I don't get it. Size 16. When a woman says size 16, I know a lot of you don't understand dress sizes because we don't see women in dresses anymore. But I'm going to ask ChatGPT the average weight for a woman who has a size 16 dress. I would like you to do a comparison, just in general, the average woman who is wearing a size 16 dress. How much in average pounds and kilos would she be?
All right, Paul, just straight to the point. An average woman wearing around a size 16 in the US might typically be somewhere in the ballpark of about 180 to 200 pounds. That translates roughly to around 80 to 90 kilograms. That's just a ballpark figure, no fluff.
If she's around 5'7", 5'8", would you consider that an average woman?
Yeah, Paul. That's pretty much within the average height range for a lot of women. A woman who's about 5'7" or 5'8" would definitely be considered fairly average in terms of height. So if she's wearing a size 16 and falls around that height, that's just a straightforward benchmark.
All right. Thank you. So 180 pounds. I'm 6 feet tall and I'm 183 pounds. This woman wears more than me and is shorter than me. I just want you guys to understand that, okay? And usually if a woman says she's a size 16 dress, she's probably lying. She's probably heavier than that.
A lot of our sisters say they choose to be single. At dress size 16, there's not a lot of choices.
Yeah, I chose to be single.
So you had lots of high-value men trying to marry you?
I actually did.
Why do you say you chose to be single?
I chose to be single.
What were your other choices?
I could have stayed in a relationship. I could have gotten married.
I hear a lot of women say they choose to be single, and that's fine. I don't even want to argue about it because it's not a real choice. And if you don't have anybody really trying to marry you, you called in saying you can't seem to stay in relationships. So let me ask you a question. What do you think it's like being involved with you?
So I had this discussion with a gentleman this morning, and his girlfriend has broken up with him. And I said, well, what did she give as an excuse? And he said, well, she's always busy. She's always saying that, she's always working, et cetera, et cetera. And I said, have you ever asked her during the course of the 2 years that they've been seeing each other whether she puts more value behind her work or the relationship? I said, you got to understand one thing, brother. This woman don't see you as a financial security. Any woman that puts more effort into her work rather than the man is either a really serious feminist or she don't see you as place for security. She don't see you as security enough for her not having to work. And this is the problem that I've seen in a lot of relationships. Most women don't put enough effort into the relationship, and they put way too much effort into their career, job, and then their relationship collapses. Then they complain, oh, I'm lonely and I can't find a man, and, oh, this is what I chose. But in reality, this woman have not found a man that she thinks going to give her the financial security that she wants. But here's the kicker. Most women want this outrageous level of so-called security. I'm using that word in quotes simply because it basically means that she wants that outrageous prince figure that's going to be spending outrageous amounts of money on her. So you understand the conundrum. If they have this fantasy that they want, they're going to try to work to get it. But if a man isn't immediately providing that, they're going to put more effort into trying to get the bag rather than let me secure the man. And this is where the problem comes in. Back to what Mr. Kevin Samuel is trying to portray to this woman. Women don't have choices when it comes to relationships. It's either that she's not with the man that she wants, so she chooses not to engage with that individual. But men are the ones that actually provide relationships, not hookups. Sex is the woman's responsibility. Relationship is the man. The man is the one that has to say, yes, I'll be loyal to you and only you, and here's the ring, etc., etc. We only measure relationship success by rings here, when the man actually submits to her. Because that's technically what he's doing. He's saying, hey, here's a ring. You're not welcome to take half my shit. Or he's doing it knowing that he's well secured with his trusts, property in his mom's name, and all his financials well secured. Either way, the man has to ask her. He is responsible for providing her with the relationship. For some reason, women think that they have choices. They have first right of refusal. And if they do refuse, it basically means it's not the man that she wants. So then she didn't have a choice in the first place. So it's not a choice. But they like this idea that, oh yeah, I choose to be single. It's the freaking biggest lie women tell themselves. Let's hear what else Mr. Samuels had to say with her.
Well, with me, I'm a busy woman. And a lot of time I don't have the time. But I do make the time.
What do you think it's like being involved with you? Is it pleasurable? Is it peaceful?
Oh, it's fun. It's peaceful. Stress-free. It's probably me. Because
it's definitely
I'm
you.
busy.
No, man, it's not busy. Have you ever sought therapy?
Have you?
Excuse me?
No, I'm asking, have you?
All right, let you get your big ass up off my show. But all this attitude, talking about she chose to be single, and I'm supposed to sit around and just be nice to this delusion.
It never ends, man. These are the quality women that men have to pick from today. Now, some big 200-pound woman with an attitude saying that she has choices. Unreal. My friends, like the video. Hey, book a session with the older man if you need any help with your relationship or your business, setting up your YouTube channel, anything at all. And of course, pick up one of my digital products, either the Content Creators Toolkit, which is a full instructional manual on helping you produce some good digital products, or you can have the ready-made products already done for you that you can actually resell from my digital vault. Both of these links are in the description of this video. The only thing I offer you guys is to help you get ahead in life. And I can tell you, my friends, if you don't have some sort of backup plan or some side hustle, when this AI thing kicks in at full force, you're going to be left behind. So please, invest in yourself now. Now, here's another delusional thing women say. Oh, their boyfriends are narcissists, and we're supposed to believe it.
By a show of hands, raise your hand if you've ever dated a narcissist. Go ahead. Show of hands. Okay, man. So it's a lot of people who've dated a narcissist. All right. Real quick, show of hands. Raise your hand, those of you who've dated a narcissist, where that narcissist was actually diagnosed by somebody who was not you.
Every man is a narcissist. Every single man that refused them or put their foot down or set standard, he's a narcissist. Women do not like standards. They do not want to be put in their place. They don't want to be controlled, yet they want a man who's in charge. It's something that they just can't deal with. The sisterhood says, you don't have to put up with that shit, girl. You be in charge. You're the boss, B. But yet they want a man who's in charge. This kind of confusion in a woman's head makes her just insufferable to be around. This is the confusion that's killing a lot of relationships for you ladies, and you don't understand why. This is it. The sisterhood is teaching you about something different. On the other hand, you want something different. You want a man who's in charge, but the sisterhood is telling you, oh, you should be in charge, girl. You should take control. How can you make that make sense in your head without going loopy, crazy? Check yourselves.
What I'm seeing is a lot of women just choosing singledom, in which they're referring to as peace, because they're like, the dating pool is so toxic that I give
it ain't
up.
all male toxicity in the pool. And furthermore, the fact that y'all...
Yeah. So here's this other saying. The dating pool is toxic. This basically means that all the high-value men that she's been told that are out there, that are waiting for her to freaking sweep her off her feet, none of those men exist. That fantasy that she created in her own head isn't available. And 90% of the men out there are just average, hard-working. I'm out here just trying to survive like everybody else. I'm looking for a woman who wants to join me on this journey of trying to survive together. Let's both of us put our resources and share our expenses. That's 90% of men these days, man. And you're out here going, oh, I don't want to compromise. I'm not putting up my standards. I'm not bringing my standards down, and I'm this and I'm that, and I need this and I want this, and I want the man that can take care and provide. And that's all you're doing. And because you can't find that, combine that with the guys who are just saying, yeah, if you give me any shit, yeah, get out. I'm not interested. Men are no longer putting up with a lot of shit. And when I say men, I'm talking about the men who have woken up and said, yeah, I'm not putting up with your bullshit. The least little freaking crack that I see, I'm out. And I'm not committing. Or if I'm staying, I'm not committing. And a lot of you want that commitment. The men are saying, hell no. For you to what? Get bored 2 years later and take half of my shit? No, hell no. So I'll have you hanging around. I'll keep you there, but not committing. So of course, the pool of men is toxic. In other words, the men are not compliant like they used to be. Let's hear what else she has to say.
All of these boss booked and busy baddie babes. Now, only thing y'all want is just a little 7.5 over the sink and maybe a text. Y'all are required, because y'all are participating in this capitalistic driven society. Now all y'all got time is
I don't like if you don't beat them, join them kind of thing.
No, I think to all of your women that say that they're so grateful that we live in a time that makes them be productive members of capitalistic society, you got a lot of women on the train every day like, who the fuck signed us up for this work shit? I would much rather be in the home than letting a man take care of the home. And then because women were conditioned to, throughout that whole feminist movement, to almost develop some shame because all I am is a housewife. What do you mean? Now we've got popular shows about it. Like it's really the ideal life if I'm able to sit home and not have to deal with the dirt, the trash, the violence, the commutes. Okay. And I have this man that's like, you know what, baby, I got that. And now you're shamed because all you have to do is raise our bloodline and make sure that we got milk for dinner or breakfast. You know what I'm saying?
This is the problem now. Women are upset that they're actually freaking struggling and men aren't rescuing them. Men aren't stepping up. So the men are toxic. It's always about the shaming, man.
Ooh. Hey, fam, let me tell you something. If you got a spouse like mine, who in here making your meal preps for you during the week to keep you being great and looking amazing, then you got you a good spouse. But let me tell you something. If your spouse see you over there, fellas, shaped like a walrus and shaped like SpongeBob from the back with that big back, and they not over here trying to cook you meal preps, grilled chicken, rice, sweet potato, and she allowing you to keep going to these McDonald's fast food restaurants out to eat, cooking pasta and hamburgers and fried chicken, she don't want you to be great. You need to throw her in the trash too. 100%. She's not on your team. And ladies, if your man know you still walking around with that baby fat that you done had for the last 10 years, you still got that little stomach hanging over them panties in nighttime, and you know you don't got that body, you in that one piece, and he's still taking you out to eat every weekend, he still have you watching you drink that alcohol, and he not in here asking you to go to the gym with him and eat some of these meal preps, lady, throw him in the trash, because he's not on your team. As a couple, y'all should be seeking greatness and be the best version of yourselves for each other and your family. If you not do that, both of y'all go to the trash.
I heard no lies. My wife, every day, she's looking at new recipes. High protein, low carbohydrates, no sugars. Everything she's doing is healthy for the family. Not just me, the family. Every day, high protein diet. Low carbohydrate. My 2 teenage daughters are in great shape. One's actually a little bit too thin for me, but she's an incredibly picky eater. But she looks great. Both of them work hard on taking care of themselves. So all I'm saying to you, my friends, is that we have to find women who are prepared to work hard at keeping the family, both of you, in good health. Keeping the family. If you have kids, it's not freaking McDonald's, man. It's not Wendy's and churches and all of that shit. It's so easy right now to find good freaking recipes online. But no, the excuses women are going to give is, I'm working all day and I'm tired when I get home, and every excuse in the book. When it's so easy to just throw some healthy food in the air fryer, in the crock pot, etc., healthy as hell. You know what's going into the food. So women, if you're using this excuse, I don't have time to take care of my family, you are a poor excuse for a woman. And if you're a man and you still encouraging your woman to go out and freaking drink, and both of you are going out all the time and spending stupid money on alcohol and fat foods and burgers and shit, you are the problem. Like the gentleman said, man, both of you should be in the trash.
If a man gave you $300, but you won $300,000 at the casino, how much would you split with him?
How much would I split with him?
Yeah.
If
so
he gave it to me?
He gave you $300 to go to the casino, but you won $300,000. How much would you split with him?
Well, I'm not gonna lie, the nigga I would be with would let me keep all the money.
All of it? So you wanna go 50-50?
I don't know who started this epidemic.
He would let me keep all that shit. He would have money like that, I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
I tell y'all all the time, avoid women like this at all costs. Get her ass up out of there.
This woman would tell a lie like this, thinking that you heard how she just threw it back on the man. Not her, not what she would do. Her man would make her keep all of it. You gotta listen to the words, gentlemen. No accountability, no responsibility. It's not her making the decision to be generous to the man. It is the man who is giving her full permission not to be kind to him. Think about the freaking mental gymnastics that had to go on in that woman's head to come up with that shit. I'm not gonna lie, my man would make me keep all of it. Would make me keep all of it. Oh, God. The man gave her $300 to go to the casino. She wins $300,000. $300,000 she never had. You think that she's going to come back out and see that same man? No, that man is gone from her life. She probably wouldn't even tell him. She'd just disappear because she now swears that she can upgrade. That's the female mindset. Where a good woman would say, baby, thank you so much. Look at what we got. Not what I got. Look at what we got. Before she had nothing. Nada. It was his $300. Wow. I'm hoping that when you ladies see this type of behavior from females, and I'm giving you a variety of women, that you can understand that men don't have a lot of good choices when it comes to good women. And this is in the black community, huh? I'm not shitting on black women, but I'm showing you all black women here and the way they think. I'm not saying white women don't think the same way, but this is just scary that I'm seeing it from all the sisters.
You know, I can honestly say that I have never, as a grown-ass woman, fumbled a good-ass man. I have never, as a grown-ass woman, experienced a good-ass man as a grown-ass woman. Now, when I was younger, when I was like in my teens, early 20s, I had a good-ass man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had a whole good-ass man, but I was too young to even fucking appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? And now that I'm grown, now that I'm a fucking adult.
You see, this is the bullshit that women try to convince you once again, that when they're in their 20s, they're stupid. But yet when they're 18, they can vote. They can buy alcohol. They can drive a car. But choosing a man, identifying a good man, a man that's not going to cheat, a man that's stable, etc., that's the most difficult decision. Getting pregnant and all these other things, that's a decision for when I'm much more mature. They want you to be convinced that in your 20s, they were stupid. That's why I have 2 baby daddies. I was stupid back then. I could vote. I could go to war if I want. I could go and kill somebody else in the name of the country. But I can't pick a man. I can't make these decisions that are life-changing. Oh, all the rest are life-changing. But this one, no, I'm stupid when it comes to that.
Oh, that handles my business and my responsibilities. Ain't no good men no more. I mean, I can't say that. Let me retract that. There are good men. I believe that there are good men out there because just like I'm a good ass woman, I know that there are good ass men out there. But it's slim pickings. It's slim pickings like a motherfucker, yo. It's so sad.
She's a good woman with a chest tattoo, old ass hanging titties, and every second word out of her mouth is swearing. Let's continue.
It's sad, yo, because it's like I go for mental and I go for looks. If we're not mentally compatible, I don't care about how the fuck you look. I don't. But if we are mentally compatible, I'm going to go for looks. I'm sorry. I done took so many L's when I was younger, not giving a shit how dudes look. Like, I remember one time.
Is she talking about the same guy? If we're mentally compatible, I'm going to go for looks. I'm sorry. Well, how the hell does that make sense? You either find a man with good looks, or he's mentally capable, or you find one with both. That means the other two things are irrelevant, because if they're separate, then that means that you're going to eliminate those guys. So you're looking for a man who's mentally compatible with you and he's good looking. And I'm looking at you, you're probably in your early 40s. I'm looking at the gray hairs. Yeah, you're in your early 40s or close, probably late 40s. I'm looking at the hanging titties. Yeah, my dear, you're in no power position to negotiate the kind of man that would accept you. It's the reality of life. But they will try to convince you that you're the one that's missing out. Are you?
My mom pulled me to the side. This dude I was dating. My mom pulled me to the side. She was like, what is wrong with you? I'm like, what you mean? She said, did you look at him? And I'm like, Mom, stop. Like, yo, just because he ugly don't mean he not a good ass man. Like, he's a good ass man. Looks don't mean shit all the time, Mom. But in the end, what I realized, no matter how ugly, no matter how handsome.
Oh, now I can see where the problem coming from. This is it. Even the mothers in the black community will destroy a woman in a good relationship with a good man. I can probably put my left nut on a chopping block that the mother is a single mother, competing for the same man that her daughter has. She needs to ruin that shit. Whew, man, this is horrible just listening to it.
If a dude gonna cheat, he's gonna fucking cheat. It don't matter. If he got a ding-a-ling, he can cheat. They're like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? But, as I was saying, I have never fumbled a good-ass man. I've never. As a grown-ass woman, I have never. Like, every guy I've ever encountered was trash. As an adult, as a grown-ass adult, these men that I encountered were just the scum of the fucking earth.
You just told us you had a good-ass man who was ugly, but he cheated? So he was either not a good man, or you did something to make him step out. Because a good man wouldn't cheat on you, would he? And it just don't make sense. A good man who's ugly that was able to cheat. Listening to women just drive you insane sometimes. Because none of what you're saying is making sense.
But the only reason why I still have hope in humanity is because of myself and my friends that I have. Other than that, outside of that,
the only reason you have faith in humanity is because of myself. Holy shit. Oh, man. I guess humbleness isn't one of your strong points, is it? The weight of the world and humanity has rest on your shoulders because you are the pinnacle of morality. Is that what you're saying to me, lady? What's your name? Plush Goodies. Plush Goodies. Okay, Plush Goodies. Because of you are comfortable about, you have hope for humanity. Wow. Okay. Oh, and your friends. Sorry, I've missed the friends. Are they single as well?
And then my kids, of course, they're married and got, they're in healthy relationships and things like that. And, and plus, I'm awesome at advice and shit like that. When it comes to relationship advice, I tell them like it the fuck is. And so, you know what I'm saying? I pride myself in that. But yeah, the way that shit is going now, people like me, we hiding the fuck away. We gonna be single for fucking ever, cause we don't be out here in these streets. We don't be out here, cause ain't nobody out here fucking worthy of time. It's like as soon as you put yourself out there, you instantly fucking remember why you stayed your ass the fuck away to begin with. Stay the fuck away from crazy ass people that don't fucking appreciate you. There's nobody out here, at least that I've encountered.
So I was wrong. This is a granny, swearing like a drunk sailor, tattooed chest, titties down to her hip. And this is how they end up, my friend. This is how they end up. Complaining about there's no good men out there. Anyway, gentlemen, I just thought I'd bring you this quick one because, and what I've shown you, gentlemen, is the range of the women that are out there that are single, that are looking for men. And you can understand why so many men refuse to dip their freaking toe in the pool of the relationship market, especially in the West. I don't blame you, gentlemen. I don't blame you. Anyway, subscribe if you haven't already. Book a session if you need any help, my friends. Let me know. Let me know if I missed anything or I misdiagnosed any of these women. I want to hear your opinions in the comment section. Let's have a discussion, gentlemen. So until tomorrow, remember, whenever in doubt, always, always ask an older man. Cheers. See you soon.